There comes a moment in your life when everything feels like it's falling apart. But your heart quietly whispers, wait, something is coming. You don't know why, you don't know how, but you feel a shift, a pull, a strange calmness that doesn't match your situation. And that feeling is not random. It's one of the ways Allah tells you that your life is about to change in ways you never imagined. Before your blessings reach your hands, Allah sends signs to your heart. And if you are feeling these signs, then listen closely, because your new chapter may be closer than you think. 1. Your heart detaches from what once had power over you. There comes a moment in your life when something that once held your heart so tightly suddenly feels lighter. You don't force it, you don't fight it. It just happens quietly inside you. The person you thought you could never let go of no longer has the same emotional weight in your chest. The habit you once ran to for comfort now feels empty. The attachment that shaped your moods, your thoughts, your days starts fading without any effort from you. It's not anger and it's not bitterness, it's not coldness. It's simply a gentle release. A release you didn't create, a release you didn't plan, a release that feels like it came from somewhere above. This isn't a sign of emotional weakness. It isn't a sign that you don't care anymore. It's Allah giving your heart the strength you couldn't give yourself. When Allah loves someone, He removes the things that would harm their future, even if those things once felt meaningful. He takes away what is not written for your next chapter, so your heart can breathe again. Sometimes you don't understand why you suddenly feel lighter. You don't understand why the tears stop on their own. You don't understand why the same thing that once controlled your mind now passes through your thoughts like a quiet shadow. But this is mercy, hidden mercy, soft mercy, a kind of inner protection that works in silence. Your heart isn't becoming cold, your heart is becoming safe. Because when Allah pulls your heart away from something, it means that thing cannot go where He's taking you next. It means He is preparing you for something better, something kinder, something healthier, something that will not hurt the soul He is trying to heal. Your new life begins the moment your heart lets go without force. It begins when the attachment you once begged for loses its power. It begins when you wake up and feel a level of peace that makes no sense except that it came from Allah. That quiet detachment is the beginning of your transformation. 2. Allah places you in forced stillness. There are moments in life when no matter how hard you try to move forward, everything just stops. You push in one direction and nothing happens. You try another way and that door doesn't open either. The world feels like it's slowing down around you. Your plans freeze, your progress pauses. Even the things that used to work effortlessly suddenly become difficult. At first, you think something is wrong with you, you blame yourself, you feel confused, you wonder why life isn't moving the way it used to. But slowly you start to notice something deeper. This stillness is not a punishment, it's protection. It's not life standing against you, it's Allah quietly standing in front of you, blocking the wrong turns before you walk into them. Sometimes Allah stops your movements because the road ahead is not safe. You don't see the danger, you don't see the consequences, you don't see the traps, but Allah sees everything, and His mercy pushes you into a moment of pause so you don't enter a path that was never meant for your future. You may feel stuck, but your soul is being repositioned. You may feel delayed, but your destiny is being rearranged. Allah slows your life down not to take something away, but to prepare something greater. He freezes your steps because the blessing He wrote for you needs time to reach the exact place where you will meet it. Forced stillness is one of the most beautiful signs that Allah is working in your life. Because if everything kept moving at your speed, you would run into things that were never good for you. Allah stops what you think you want to give you what you truly need. And the moment you realize this, the stillness begins to feel less like a prison and more like a protection you deeply needed. It's in these quiet, slow, confusing pauses that Allah rebuilds your direction. He heals the things that were hidden in your heart, and He gently moves your life into alignment with something far better than what you were chasing. You are not stuck. You are being held in the perfect place until your blessing is ready. 3. Your soul starts rejecting anything that cannot go with your next chapter. There comes a time when your soul begins to react before your mind even understands what's happening. You walk into a place you used to enjoy, but suddenly it feels heavy. You hear conversations that once entertained you, but now they feel empty. You try to sit with people who were once close to you, but your heart quietly whispers, you don't belong here anymore. This shift is not random. It's not mood swings. It's not becoming distant or cold. It's your soul being upgraded by Allah. When Allah prepares you for a new chapter, He doesn't just change your surroundings. He changes your inner world first. You start losing interest in things that waste your time. You feel uncomfortable around gossip, negativity, arguments, and meaningless talk. Your heart becomes sensitive. Your peace becomes precious. Even small sins that never bothered you before now make you feel uneasy. And sometimes you don't even know why, you just feel it. This is Allah protecting your soul before He blesses your life. He is cleaning your environment by first cleaning your heart. He is separating you from anything that cannot walk with you into your next chapter. Certain friendships, certain habits, certain entertainments, certain environments, they were part of your old self, not your future self. And one of the most beautiful parts of this sign is that it happens gently. You don't fight, you don't force, you don't argue. You simply outgrow the things that are not aligned with the person Allah is shaping inside you. You start craving silence more than noise, honesty more than entertainment, sincerity more than attention. Your soul begins to rise while your old life stays in the same place. This inner discomfort is a gift. It means Allah is protecting the purity of your heart. It means your soul is being pulled towards something better, something cleaner, something written with light and goodness. And when your heart starts rejecting the things that once distracted you, it's because Allah is preparing you for blessings that require a higher version of you. You are not losing interest. You are leveling up. Your soul is waking up to things your old self could not see. This shift inside you is the beginning of a new chapter outside you. 4 small miracles and unexpected blessings start appearing. There are moments when life feels heavy but suddenly small. Unexpected blessings start appearing around you like tiny lights in a dark room. A problem you worried about for weeks suddenly solves itself. A person you never expected steps in with help at exactly the right time. A small opportunity shows up when you felt like nothing was moving. Something works out without effort, without planning, without stress. These moments feel light, gentle, almost hidden, but they are not random. They are early signs that Allah is opening the doors you didn't even know existed. Before a major blessing arrives, Allah often sends small gifts to soften your heart, to give you hope, to remind you that He is still writing your story with love. Sometimes it's a kind message on a difficult day. Sometimes it's unexpected money at the moment you needed it. And sometimes it's a chance meeting with someone who guides you. Sometimes it's a piece of good news that breaks your sadness. And sometimes it's simply waking up feeling a little more hopeful than yesterday. These are not coincidences. These are whispers from Allah saying, do not lose hope in me. I am here. I am working for you. Allah knows when your heart is tired. He knows when you've been patient for too long. He knows when the long nights have made you feel forgotten. So He sends you small blessings to remind you that the story is not over and the next pages are being written with mercy. These small blessings are like the first drops of rain before a heavy rainfall. They come first to tell you that something bigger is on the way. Something you prayed for, something better than what you lost. Something that will make you look back and say, Allah was preparing this all along. And what makes these small blessings so beautiful is that you don't earn them through effort. They come without struggle. They come without planning. They come without forcing anything. They come gently, as if Allah is slowly rebuilding your trust so you're ready for the bigger gift He has already written for you. When little miracles start showing up in your life again and again, it means the major breakthrough is near. Allah is warming your heart for the blessing that will change your life. Your pain starts teaching you instead of breaking you. There comes a moment when the pain you once carried like a heavy stone begins to feel different. It doesn't disappear all at once, but it slowly changes shape. The same hurt that used to break you now starts teaching you. The same delay that once made you angry now brings you patience. The same disappointment that once crushed your heart now gives you understanding. You look at the painful parts of your life and instead of feeling destroyed, you feel wiser. Instead of asking, why me? You start saying, now I understand. This shift is not something you force. It's not something you wake up and decide. It is something Allah places gently into your heart when He knows you're ready to rise again. You begin to see your heartbreak not as a punishment but as a turning point. You realize that losing certain people protected your peace. You understand that unanswered prayers saved you from the wrong path. You feel deep inside that every pain had a purpose, even if that purpose wasn't clear at the time. Your tears start feeling lighter. Your thoughts become calmer. You stop replaying the same memories over and over. Instead of feeling wounded, you start feeling like someone who survived something important, someone who learned something their heart needed to know. And this is one of the most beautiful signs that Allah is changing your life for the better. When your pain begins to heal you instead of hurt you. When it becomes a source of strength instead of a source of fear. When it pushes you closer to Allah instead of pushing you away. This transformation shows that Allah has already begun repairing you from the inside. The healing doesn't come from the world outside you. It comes from Allah placing new light, new understanding and new perspective inside your soul. When your pain turns into wisdom, when your sadness turns into softness, when your struggles turn into strength, it means Allah is preparing to replace what was lost with something far more beautiful. Something that won't break you, something that won't confuse you, something that will feel like it was worth every hardship you went through. You're not being hurt anymore, you're being prepared. 6. You feel an unexplainable calmness, even when life looks uncertain. There are moments in life when everything around you feels uncertain. Your plans aren't clear, your future looks blurry, you don't know which direction to take. People may misunderstand you, doors may close, life may feel heavier than usual. But strangely, deep inside your heart, there is a calmness that doesn't match your situation. You're not sure why, but you feel safe, but you feel held. You feel guided. Your mind worries, but your heart stays soft. Your eyes see difficulty, but your heart feels peace. This calmness doesn't come from you. It doesn't come from your personality. It doesn't come from being strong. It comes from Allah placing peace directly into your chest. A peace that whispers, don't fear, I am with you. It's a calmness that shouldn't make sense.